daily check-in every Monday through Friday. Time is unknown. I mean, I know I'm a little late today, but it's about 4 o'clock Pacific time. But you know what? I'm still gonna do it right. I'm always gonna do it. So just bear with me and know that I'm gonna do my daily check-in daily Monday through Friday. Okay. So hey, we're live today at the Bellamar Hotel. Remember, I've been telling you guys that I had a meeting that started today at the Bellamar. So it's only fitting that the backdrop of everything today is of the Belmar Hotel. And you may want to know what are the specifics, excuse me, of the Belmar Hotel. What are the vitals? Okay, the vitals mean how many rooms? 127 guest rooms. How many meeting rooms? Six. What's the square footage, Russell? We need to know that too, right? I may want to plan something there. Well, it's 4454, so that's the square footage. So meaning it's a smaller property. It's definitely an independent boutique hotel, but it is part of the Tapestry by Hilton collection. So it is a soft brand for Hilton. So that's Tapestry. Okay. But it is the Belmar Hotel right there it's in Manhattan Beach, right there on Sepulveda and Rosecrans. So if you guys know that, it would be south of LAX, which is the airport there. So there you go. But anyway, let me turn on the chat. If you guys want to make comments, feel free to make comments while I'm doing my little thing. And just remember that, what am I trying to say? Remember that, what am I saying? That you can always make comments. Oh, that I encourage engagement, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to chime in at any time, make comments. I welcome that. I welcome the engagement, all that kind of stuff, because that's what it's all about. That's what the daily check-ins are all about. That's what anything I do is all about. It's about being engaged and asking questions and all that stuff. But I don't do these lives without having an agenda. Now, you guys know I've been on this CVB thing for the last couple of days, right? And this is a good thing, right? Nothing bad. So, okay, CVB people, relax. Okay, it's nothing bad. Yesterday I talked about, what was a CVB. Today I'm going to talk about how a hotel sales department can utilize a CVB. Okay, I think that's the topic. Is that the topic? Something like that. Like, it's a partnership, right? So let me just jump into it because I can't remember what the title was, but how hotel sales departments utilize CVBs, how they can or how they do utilize. Now, this is part one. This is a two-part series, okay? So I think today is like maybe six, and then the next day, which will be probably Monday, will be like five. I think it's a total of 11 things, right? But it's all a learning thing, right? Because a lot of people don't know, first of all, what CVBs are. So I explained that yesterday. So if you did not hear me yesterday or didn't watch me yesterday, make sure you go back and you can get caught up. So I guess this is for the people that, well, anyone who doesn't know how a CVB operates or what they even stand for. CVB DMO, okay? CVB Convention Visitors Bureau, DMO Destination Marketing Organization. One and the same. The terms are the same. It's just that, if you're old school, you say CVB. If you're new school, yeah, you say DMO. Okay, so there you go. But they're basically to help out. They help out me. They help out meeting plans. They help out tourism. It's all about tourism, right? Tourism groups, conventions, conferences, all that kind of stuff that come to a destination, right? So they're there. They have the sales team. They have market analysts. They have all these kind of things to help us understand, where the business comes from, how much impact it has on tourism, all that kind of stuff. So any destination you have to be, if that's Los Angeles, if that's, Concord, California, if that's Berkeley, if that's Ontario, Anaheim, Long Beach, all those have CVBs or DMOs. Okay, even smaller, let me see. Let me think of one. What's a smaller one? Arlington, Texas. Okay, and that's outside of Dallas, but they have a CVB there as well. Some of them are called tourism, Department of Tourism or tourism offices or whatever the heck they are, but they're all geared towards, bringing tourism into that destination. So you got a little overview of that, but please feel free to go back and listen to it and watch it again. But today is all about how hotel sales departments utilize CVBs. So this is part one, and I have about six. Okay, so bear with me and remember, all the backdrops are of the Bellamar Hotel, which is in Manhattan Beach, and I think I mentioned that already. And it's a partnership, right? So it's a partnership between the CVBs, the hotels, and their partners like myself. Like I do hotel site selection, so it's beneficial that I have relationships with CVBs and hotels alike, right? Because I never know. I always start with the CVB, and then from the CVB, the CVB will introduce me to their hotel partners, and then the hotel partners would contact me directly. Then they become my partners, right? So it's like a triangle, right? So it's like a triangle, right? Like this and like that. Mm, mm, mm. Three sides, right? Meeting planner, hotel, CVB, all work together, partnership. There you go. So it is a partnership. So there you go. The first one, number one, is networking and relationship building. This is basically how, hotels utilize CVBs. Number one, establish strong relationships with CVB staff, especially those responsible for convention and group sales. Attend industry events, meetings, and seminars where you can connect with CVB representatives and other key players in the local tourism and hospitality industry. Now, you would think the hotel people know this, right? This is how they utilize CVBs. But just in case they didn't know that, just in case maybe you're thinking about going into a CVB and you don't know how, the relationship between a hotel and a CVB work. So that's what this is. So this is not me telling hotel people this is what you should be doing. I would think somebody's already told you that. I would think that you already know that, right? So I'm just letting people that don't know this information, because a lot of people ask me, well, how does this work? You plan meetings. Well, who do you go through to plan these meetings? Do you know everybody? And I was like, no, I don't know every hotel person. I rely on my CVB partners. So I probably know more CVB people that work in CVB and the salespeople than I do hotel people, hotel partners, right? Or the individual sales managers. So they, in turn, help me, or they introduce me to them, and then we have a direct conversation from there. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, you can always reach out and ask me. So once again, this is just an overview of how it works and probably how it should work. And I'm pretty sure it more than likely works like this, but this is for the people that really don't know, and maybe, people on the outside looking in, or maybe some hotel people that really didn't even know how it worked, right? Because I told a story yesterday that, halfway through my career, I was probably at my third hotel as a director of sales. Remember, I've been to 14 different hotels, right? So I was probably at my third hotel as a director of sales and marketing. That's when it finally clicked as to how, we work together, how the hotel works with the CVB and how CVB works with the hotel, right? So I actually explained that on the last live that I did. So my daily check-in from yesterday, you should check it out. And I tell the story about when the light bulb went on for me. Bing! Oh, okay. I understand now. They are important, right? And did I mention that the services for a CVB are free? I don't think I even mentioned that. So for like a hotel site selection person like me, or a meeting planner. So if you have an RFP, you send an RFP to your contact at the CVB. The CVB contact forwards your information to a hotel person, their hotel partners, and then the hotel partner gets back to me. Well, it doesn't cost me anything to do that, to send that information to the CVB. It doesn't cost me anything. It's free 99. You guys know how I like that, right? So the services don't cost us anything. So use them as much as you can use them, right? If you need tourism information, utilize your CVB. Okay, if you're planning a meeting, start with your CVB, or start with me, and I'll do the CVB thing. So there you go. So anyway, that was number one. So number two, marketing research and intelligence. Is that what this is? Yeah. Leverage the CVB's market research and intelligence capabilities. They can provide valuable, let me put this up there. This is kind of like a teleprompter. I don't know why I'm looking down. I should be doing this. Okay, so I'm going to have to start over. So this is market research and intelligence. Leverage the CVB's market research and intelligence capabilities. They can provide valuable data on upcoming conventions, trade shows, and events in the area. This information can help your hotel tailor its marketing efforts and room rate strategies. So, yeah, that's what they do. I mean, market research and intelligence. So if you don't know some information, you can get it from your CVB. That's what they do. They compile all this information, all this data, especially when you're, doing your marketing plan and all that stuff. Like, well, God, I need this information. Well, a lot of information can come from the CVB if you ask them, right? If you call them and say, I'm gonna clear this up here. Okay, clearing it up now. So yeah, a lot of information can come from your CVB partner. You just have to ask, right? But they do that information. They have experts, compiling this information, this market research as far as this and as well as this intelligence from, data on upcoming conventions, trade shows, events. I mean, how many are coming in a given year? Who are they? Maybe they even have well, they do. They have contact people. Maybe you need to contact, some of the, the people that are planning it. What about room blocks? They'll set up the room blocks. In fact, they'll contact you. The CVB partner will contact you and say, hey, we have XYZ group coming in. How many rooms can you allot for this particular group? If you can allot some, that's fine. If you can't allot any, well, just tell them. You have to communicate that as well. I know hotels that say, you know what, smaller hotels don't necessarily get involved in group blocks or convention blocks because they say, well, we're too small. We want a higher rate. So what they'll do is they'll play on the sidelines, and then when the group blocks fill up, they take rooms at a higher rate. That's just how it works, right? But you have to start with the market research and the intelligence to even know that, or who these players are. Number 3, collaborative marketing. What does that mean, Russell? Collaborative marketing. Partner with CVBs on marketing initiatives. This can include joint advertising programs, participation in trade shows, or travel expos, and inclusion in the CVB's promotional materials. You ever seen that where, CVB, say LA, and then they have all these partner hotels on the same thing? Well, they paid to be on it. They paid to advertise. So that's a way you can do that. I don't think the CVB does it out of the kindness and goodness of their heart, but they will invite you to go to trade shows along with them, because it's good to have, the hotel partners there as well. So myself can talk to the hotel partners, not just the CVB people, but the hotel partners, right? So I've been to many trade shows, and like Anaheim will be there. Anaheim CVB will be there with their hotel partners as well, just like LA will be there with their hotel partners, or Berkeley will be there with their hotel partners as well. San Diego, Veronica Rivera will be there with her hotel partners, right? So she travels all the time with her hotel partners. So, so you're able to meet them firsthand information and talk about their hotels and all that kind of stuff. So that's how it works, right? But so that's a collaborative marketing effort. This happens all the time, right? And if you're not involved with that, shame on you. Ask them how you can be involved in it. Because if you've never done that before, just ask, right? And I know most of you guys have done it, but like I said, this is for the information I'm giving you is for people that don't know how this whole thing works, right? So I'm all about education, all about being a resource to let people know how these pieces fit into this big puzzle called tourism, okay? So collaborative marketing efforts is very important. Number 4, group sales assistance. Work with the CVB to identify group and convention opportunities. CVBs often assist in bringing large groups and events to the destination, like a citywide convention, like say E3 or IMEX, which is in Vegas, right? So all these big conventions and conferences, those go through the CVB, but they need the hotel partners in order for this stuff to happen, right? You just can't do it without getting the hotel partners to buy out, because they have to allot the rooms. They have to give you the rooms in order for you to go out and bid for this. And groups just don't come just because they just love it. Cities have to bid for these big things, like the World Cup, like the Olympics. You have to bid for the opportunity for them to come in, right? So, but you have to have the infrastructure. You got to have the hotel room nights. You got to have all the venue selection, like the stadiums and arenas and all that kind of stuff. So LA already had a lot of that stuff already put in place, right? So, and a lot of hotel rooms are coming online as well. So, but you have to bid. Each city has to bid for the Olympics, for the World Cup, for other things, the Super Bowl. I mean, which is a huge thing, right? Or the national championship games. All that stuff you have to bid for. And that's part of what the tourism board or CVBs or DMOs do. That's how you get that stuff. It doesn't just come just because. Someone has to go out and solicit. It may not be on anyone's radar until someone from a CVB or a DMO mentions it or puts a bid out there for it. Hey, we have the infrastructure. We have this. We have that. Let's have it here. So they have to do a presentation and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, so group sales assistance, that's important as well, right? Work with the CVB to identify group and convention opportunities. CVBs often assist in bringing large groups and events to the destination. They can help introduce your hotel to event planners and provide valuable referrals. There you go, right? That's what it's all about. You need those valuable referrals. Number 5, destination fam trips. Familiarize yourself with the destination. So fam trips and tours, right? Let's see. Host CVB staff and local event planners for fam tours of your hotel. So instead of saying familiarization 100 times, we just use fam, okay? Because it's easier to say fam, but most people know, what's a fam trip? Oh, it's, how to get familiar with the destination, okay? So we call them fam trips, okay? I go on fam trips all the time just to get acclimated with a destination, right? So in fact, there's a fam trip that was going on in Cedar Rapids this week. I couldn't go, but I know a couple of people that did go. They had never been to Cedar Rapids before, so they're getting familiar with that. I've done them to different other destinations that I was not familiar with. So it's like a week-long education on that particular destination. LA does them, Los Angeles does them as well as other destinations throughout the United States, right? I don't necessarily need to do a fam trip of LA because I know LA already, right? But any other destination, like I'm doing another one it's on the East Coast, right? So I'll be there in a couple of weeks to do that, right? Because I'm not familiar with a lot of destinations on the East Coast. So there you go. So I'm doing a fam tour, fam trip there. So this is commonplace for this to happen. Let's see, what else did I say? Did I mention all that? Let me read this again. So destination fam tours, host CVB staff and local event planners for fam tours of your hotel. Showcase your property's meeting and event facilities, accommodations, and amenities. These tours can help event planners better understand your offerings. So that way, people like me, hotel site selection or event planners or whatever you want to call us, gives us familiar with not just the destination, but your specific hotel. Okay, so we know how many rooms you have, what you're able to do. Oh, you have this great outside space. You're able to do this. You're able to do that, right? So you have, 2 18-hole golf courses that I didn't know about it. So now I know because I did a fam tour of your hotel. So now I know everything. So yeah, so it's very important that we do that. And CVBs are the ones that start that. They basically, put out the bid to meeting planners like myself to do it. But they have to have the hotel partners to do it as well, right? Because you're staying at the hotel. You're not staying at the CVB. Okay, the CVB doesn't have hotel rooms. Okay, so you have to stay somewhere, right? So there you go. So now you understand how the partnership works, right? So, and I think I got one more. That would be 6 for today. Information exchange. What does that mean? Share information with the CVB about your hotel's availability, rates, and any special promotions or packages. This helps the CVB provide accurate and up-to-date information to potential visitors and event planners. Especially, yeah, that's important, but what about renovations and things like that? What if hotel's going through a renovation and you have not told your CVB partners? That's crazy, right? So you have to make whatever's going on at that hotel, you need to let your CVB partners know. If that's your rates are gone up, you just done a major renovation, or you're doing a soft whatever renovation, whatever it is, let them know, and they'll make sure they'll put that information, out to all the salespeople. Maybe they'll change their website about your hotel, that specific part about your hotel, and say, hey, currently going under a renovation, or recently just renovated. You know what I mean? Whatever. So they know what to tell the clients, right? So it wouldn't be good if, you're on a fam tour and you say, oh, by the way, you walk into this hotel and, they started doing a renovation. And you're like, well, I didn't know that. Well, oh, didn't we tell you? No, you didn't tell us anything. I wouldn't have brought my clients here if we known you're doing a renovation, right? So exchange of information is very important. You got to let the CVB or DMOs know what the hotels are doing, right? Innovation, went up on rates, what the hotel availability on certain dates. Do they have any special promotions? All that stuff is important, but if the CVB partners don't know, they don't know what to tell the clients, right? So they're an extended sales staff, okay? I guess that's how we want to put it, right? So they do represent the entire destination or the city, but they can also represent your hotel, at least talk about your hotel. Right? Maybe they don't represent it the way you would represent it as if they work there, but they can at least exchange information about your hotel. Just recently renovated. Oh, they have a new staff. Oh, the new director of sales is this person. They have 550 rooms. They have great. You want to. You don't need the convention space. You just need meeting space within a self-contained hotel. Okay, Hotel A would be great for that. They're self-contained. They do a lot of self-contained groups. They can do up to 1,000 people for a general session. I mean, whatever that is, as long as you give them information, they can provide it to the client, just in case you're not able to make a trip or something like that. So there you go. So that's the first 6. I'll do, I guess 7 through 11 on Monday. But I just wanted to do that. Just want to come on and do this quick live, this daily check-in. The daily check-ins don't go long. 21 minutes is where I am right now, right? But it's good information, good valuable information, just in case you don't know how the hotel and CVB, that whole structure works, right? Now you know a little bit more about it. Any questions at all, you can always feel free to reach out to me. Okay, that's what I'm here to do. Russell of Hotels, Russell of Tourism, Russell of CVB and DMOs. I'm here to help. So there you go. That's it. I think that's it. Anything else? I see Tom Spires. Hey, how you doing? Appreciate you joining, sir. Give you a little star. Let me just put that on here. See, you come on, someone comes on, and you get information. You get your whatever comment you made. It goes on the screen, right, for the whole world to see. So hopefully you're doing well, Tom. I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully it was good information for you. If not, tune again on Monday. I'll see if I can get some more information for you. Maybe that'll be better. But once again, this is the Bellamar Hotel. I did have a meeting that started today. I don't manage the meeting portion of it. I'll do the hotel site selection for my client. But, it's always important that you go and meet with the client when they're there, when they're about to start. So they didn't start till 4 o'clock this afternoon. I was there from 11 to I think I left about 1:30 or so with the client, just helping her set things up and just, having conversations and making sure I met with the hotel people as well. I met with the director of sales. I met with the banquet captain and a couple of catering or convention service people as well. So just to make sure everything goes according to plan, right? So she was setting up, and she had a whole team of people to help her set up. So she really didn't need me. I was just in the way. But I did want to go by and say hello. So that's what I do. At least if I can, if I'm, able to do it, I'll be there on their first day, right? Just to make sure everything's okay, like I just said. So, but anyway, so that's at the Bellamar. So I just want to make sure I showcase the Bellamar today because my group is there for the weekend. So that is it. Thank you again, Tom Spires. I appreciate you coming on. Come on again and make some comments, and I'll make sure I put your comment up there again. But anyway, until next week, and remember, On Air with Russell of Hotels, my live hospitality talk show. That lasts about an hour, right? So we go more into detail on certain things within the hospitality hotel space, right? So there you go. But this is a daily check-in, so this goes, I guess 4 days a week. I always say I do this 5 days a week, but I only do this 4 days a week because the other day, Tuesday at 1 o'clock, is when On Air with Russell of Hotels comes on. But they all come on the same platform. So they're all on live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, like this is, right? So if you ever miss anything, just go back and listen to them or watch them on YouTube and LinkedIn, okay? That's my preferred platform. That's the platform of choice, right? Yeah, I do lives on Instagram and all that stuff too, but consistently, I do everything on YouTube and LinkedIn, okay? Because that's where my peeps are, okay? That's why, okay? All right, that's it. So anyway, I think that is it. You guys have a great weekend. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the weather's kind of cool here today, right? And people probably making comment, well, God, he has a jacket on and all that stuff. Yeah, the weather's kind of cool here. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think that's what they said. So it was kind of cool. I mean, I don't think it was 70 degrees here. Normally summer, 70 degrees, but now it's fall and maybe the weather's starting to change. Okay, but yeah, people in California anyway, we get a little cool and we think it's cold, right? So I'm no different. So, but anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. I don't know why this is like this like that, but anyway, you guys have a great day, great weekend, and thank you for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Until next week on Monday, you guys have a great weekend, and as always,